Audio Jungle.
Hello, and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be a host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing. We have got some great upcoming episodes featuring some wonderful people in the community and the county, so make sure you subscribe, like, and share what we're doing because we're really growing our channel, and we appreciate your support and help. So this week, I'm very excited to have one of our local business owners, entrepreneur in the community here today, Dhaval Shah. He's the franchise owner of Dickey's BBQ Pit in Herndon, Virginia. If you've never seen or heard, Dhaval is doing a ton of things, and we're going to get to all of that later. But Dhaval, I just want to first of all welcome you. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. We got a chance to meet, obviously, through your lovely wife at Prime IV, Mosme Shaw, who we had on the show not too long ago. And then thank you. Yes, it's been already, a month since the Chamber's Jingle and Jazz, where we saw you in your lovely hat and jacket.
Yeah, I can't believe it's 2025 and it's almost coming to an end.
When did that? Don't say that. We're still just trying to get through the winter. Yeah, you were very generous in being one of the sponsors of Jingle and Jazz with Dickey's BBQ, and so we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. You're doing a lot of things, my friend. You know, he's a corporate guy. He's a business owner. He's a dad of 2 young kids. You are doing it all. So this is going to be a great conversation because a lot of people out there can relate to everything that you're doing. But I don't know. I still think you're wearing an extra hat or 2 that we'll get to. Yes. So barbecue.
I'm waiting till my kids grow up a little bit, more than what they are today, so they can help me around everything we're doing.
They'll be taking over your businesses, so this is good. They're very lucky. Let me tell you. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about it. Dickey's BBQ Pit. Tell me how you got to it, and again, what attracted you to this particular business model.
So a couple of things. One, as you mentioned, I'm a corporate guy, so I do travel quite a bit for my day job. Dickey's being one of the locations started where I actually travel quite a bit, which is in Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
So Dickey's was founded in Texas back in 1941. It's been around for a long time, but mostly in the South. Through my travels there and through my passion of just grilling in the backyard and smoking meat, kind of started to merge those together. Started doing some research, found there are not a whole lot of Dickeys around here, some barbecue places, but not a whole lot of Dickeys.
Good barbecue places.
Good barbecue places. And I asked a lot of my colleagues that live down south that travel up here for work, what would their thought be and their advice if I were to go into this venture? A lot of positive feedback. And it kind of brought my passion, my desire to go into the restaurant and hospitality business, as well as a little bit unique from Dickey's and other places. I wanted to have a bar. So we have a Dickey's with a full bar that is unique not only for Dickey's, but a lot of barbecue and fast casual restaurants.
So having the bar, you have a license so that you can, when you take food out or in, you can serve alcohol?
So we have a full bar. We specialize in bourbon. I love drinking bourbon. So we have more than 30, 35, or 40 different types of bourbon. Some rare, some hard to find in Virginia. But yeah, we have full license. So you can have any cocktail that we can make up. Beer, wine. Now, the unique thing for us, I love wine. I love a lot of wine, but at the restaurant, we specialize in Virginia wines only.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So we have a rotation of Virginia wines that we procure and just serve Virginia wines only.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it sounds like the franchise gives you a bunch of flexibility.
So from a food-wise, we have a lot of flexibility. We being a barbecue place, it's all about meat, but we do a lot of customization where we started to do pescatarian by smoking salmon or smoking cod.
Really?
We do a lot of vegetarian options as well for people that are full-blown vegetarian. And then now we're exploring the vegan option as well. And we're very much health conscious and everyone's choice on what they eat. So we're trying to ensure that we serve everything. And if people want it, and we do this, with advance notice, we can smoke and cook everything halal as well.
Oh,
for
wow.
our Muslim community and Jewish community if they wanted kosher food. So we're able to do everything. A lot of flexibility outside of the core menu that the franchise ensures we have.
How involved are you on a daily basis with the business?
um, so I'm not there 100% of the time, but I am actively involved. It is my baby,
Yeah.
my third child, I guess. Um, But I'm there in the morning before I go into the office. I check into the afternoon. I'm there, a couple times a week in the evening, and I'm there on the weekends. So I would say I'm there quite a bit. And being a football fan, I'm there ensuring that we have different colored drinks available. So even though my beloved Vikings lost this past weekend,
Sorry,
my
sorry.
hometown team here now, Washington Commanders, so we'll be
Yeah,
serving up
Commanders.
some burgundy and gold colored drinks this
Oh,
Saturday,
sweet.
tomorrow.
Well, burgundy, right? I don't know. It's kind of the color of bourbon. Do you have big TVs too?
We have two,
Kind of
so
fun.
it's not a big place, but we have a two
Yeah.
4K TV where we watch games.
Sweet.
We rotate through everything. So, and it's think of a very hole in the wall place. Local bar. We're not like not large franchise. We're not a nightclub. We're not someone where you find 50 people sitting at a bar. It's
Right.
a very small 8 to 10 person. You come
Yeah.
in, you make relationship, you talk to people, and enjoy good company, good food, good drinks.
Oh, this is a fantastic story. Yeah, because when you think just franchise or barbecue place, you're thinking different. But I love what you're doing. And, again, just being a part of the chamber and what you've given back, and you were so generous during the holiday party. Like, who do you serve? So you just said more community feel, but are you out in the community as well?
Yeah, so between my staff and myself, we've gone around um, Reston, Herndon, Chantilly, Sterling, Vienna, you name it, all around Herndon.
The community.
We've
Yep.
actually visited in person senior homes, uh, high schools.
Yep.
We sponsor a handful of high schools around town. Our kids, aka my workers who are kids, because they go to Herndon High School, and so we sponsored Herndon High School quite a bit last year and this year. But essentially, it's anyone that wants good food. Um, and as I mentioned, we were limited by corporate when we began, and through our process and our learning, we've expanded our menu. So we do not discriminate. If you don't eat meat, we'll find a way to ensure that you find good meal at our place, whether it's vegetarian, pescatarian, halal, or just good old brisket,
Barbecue
pork,
meat.
ribs.
Yeah. So who else do you serve though? When you do the catering, do you stay within the community, or you said you've got some larger contracts outside too, right?
Sure. So in store, we serve anyone and everyone, and people order through a lot of things. And through our catering, as well as offsite lunches, we serve pretty much all DC Metro. Um, So from a catering perspective, anywhere 10 to 15 corporate lunches we do around Reston, Tyson's, Chantilly
Hmm.
area, sometimes in Sterling, but mostly in the 267 corridor. A lot of companies
Yep.
will order. Um, and then we have a group of three individuals that take the company vehicle out to DC, to Pentagon, to Walter Reed, many of the DoD and federal offices where we rotate Monday through Thursday. Different agencies where we do pop up lunches, and we
Yeah.
partner with a local company that helps us with this process. So instead of us doing a contract with each and every agency, my partner has contract with every agency, and then we just work through them at different site. Um, so we started this last February. We're about a year in. It's good. Three to four times a week, we're out of the restaurant, along with the restaurant, and then this month, yeah, no, December we started with yet another program where corporations that do not have, not corporation, but the small businesses that don't have
Hmm.
luxury of ordering a lot of food. Um, every Thursday they can order through a company called Foodsby. Um, we'll provide lunch to them through that service. And it's not that you have to order a 10, 15, 20 person meal. Sometimes it's just one person. And either someone from my team, or I'll take a break from my corporate job and then go deliver 10, 12 meals around
Yeah.
the restaurant, 10-mile radius.
And you said you do some for first responders as well, right? What is that involved?
Yeah, so that's part of my community outreach.
Okay.
as well as both my wife Musmi and I, my passion. We've done a lot of community service growing up. When we lived in DC, we were part of nonprofit and serving back to communities. So through the restaurant, throughout the year now, because this was our second year in operation, we had the luxury of providing meals to first responder at all major holidays, starting with Memorial Day, because that was just beyond our first year mark. So we, between Reston Fire Department, Herndon, Reston hospitals, so Innova Hospital across 4 sites
Yep.
during the
Yep.
NICU week, and then
Oh, wow.
every other month we donate food to the Cornerstone homeless shelter. Um, which a lot of people don't know about. But we just pop in there anywhere from 100 to 200 meals, depending on what they have, and we provide that every other month. Um, and that's all done outside of the restaurant. We'll cook it, we'll deliver it, no questions asked. We just coordinate with them when the staff is there. And like for the fire department, we can't give one time um, because they have a rotation of shift A, shift B,
Right.
and shift
Right.
C. So we do it 3 days in a row, where every person that's either volunteer or paid firefighter at particular location 3 days in a row, if they're working, they will be able to eat meal from us. And if you do visit our restaurant, or I hope you visit our restaurant, we
Absolutely.
started the paid forward program, which is our take on paid forward program, where customers that come in, they eat there or take out, they'll end up purchasing one extra meal. They'll leave the ticket there, and anyone that comes in that's not able to afford a meal,
Yeah.
they can select which meal is available, and they just give us a ticket, and we'll make the meal for them. And it's a full meal, so a sandwich, a side, and a full drink. Um, and we've done that for about 6 months now. And during the holiday period, it was one of the more popular items at the restaurant, where anywhere from 20 to 30 people were able to eat on Christmas Eve, day before
Yep.
Thanksgiving, and the weekend following Thanksgiving.
And was that a program you started, or was that something that
I
started with
saw it somewhere.
okay.
I would love to take credit, but I saw it somewhere. Uh, and then we just took our approach on how we wanted to enhance that effort. Um, yeah, I've been in drive-through window at Starbucks and someone's paid it forward. Uh, I
Yeah.
take that. While it's a good deed, we're already in the drive-through window. We can afford to pay for the coffee. But here it was a little bit different, where it's paid forward,
Yeah.
but for people that really cannot afford to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's tremendous. Again, you think, oh, someone just a franchise owner and they're just looking to make money and have somebody else run the business, but you are entrenched in it and you're entrenched in the community, and that's going to come back. And the value of being in the community and giving back, because it seems that that's what is really your priority all
Yeah.
around. So it's tremendous. I don't know how you do it.
Uh, we have a good team. I rely on my team.
Good people. Has it
And
been hard to find good people? And you said you've
it,
got the students that are working, so that's great.
so as a business owner, you probably know it. People that have individuals working for them. One, it's very hard to find good people, and when you do, you have to trust them
Yeah.
to handle not only your business, because it is our livelihood, it is everything. It is our investment. But at the end of the day, we have to trust them, trust them to do a good job, trust them to buy into the business, buy into your passion, buy into your vision, and ensure that if they follow through. And if they don't, sometimes we have to make a hard decision to
Yeah.
find a replacement,
Well,
and that takes time.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone knows how difficult
Yeah.
it is, but by being the mentor that you are
Yeah.
and setting the kind of example, I think that that's great for, these young folks to see what you're doing. And not everybody can do that. So thank you
Yeah.
for doing that.
Yeah, and I think this ties in with my corporate life, where I have a handful of people across the globe that work for me on my team. Um, so being able to interact with a lot of people that are multicultural,
Yeah.
multi-ethnicity, multi-background, bringing that into account, and especially the language barrier. Sometime in the restaurant, the language barrier does come into play.
Oh
So
yeah.
in my corporate job, I deal with a lot of people from all over the world. And I bring that experience, I bring that knowledge, and ability to translate that into the restaurant and into the community.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you here. And I learned so
Thank you.
much about what you're doing and how you're giving back. So yeah, we haven't said it. Where's I know Herndon, but where are you located? So what's the best way for people to kind of find you guys?
So we are right on Eldon Street. A lot of people probably know where IHOP is in Herndon.
Yeah.
But our official location is 494 Eldon Street, um, right in Herndon, right on Eldon across from Fairfield.
Yep.
If you know where Sprouts Market is or LA Fitness, it's the old Kmart building for people that have been in Reston,
Yes.
Herndon area for a long time. We're right in that complex. And the reason I said IHOP, because we're right next to IHOP.
Perfect. So, and could people order online? Is like
Yeah.
what type
So
of
people can order anywhere and everywhere, actually,
Okay. Yep.
from delivery, third party, Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, you name it, or Dickies.com directly. And those will be only food. But if you're looking for any customized menu or non-core menu,
Yeah.
please come to the restaurant, talk to us, talk to the staff, and we'll be able to make anything you want on site. Those
Well,
are
that's
not
great to
available
know.
online.
Great. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
great to know too. Well, you said a few things. Barbecue is in James's wheelhouse, as is bourbon, as in football, as in TV and full bar. So yeah, we'll see you this weekend. Watch the Commanders beat the Lions. What do you think?
I hope you guys and everyone beats the line because they beat us 2 times, and then
Oh yeah,
hopefully
that's right.
next, and then the LA Rams they
Are
lose
you a
too.
Minnesota guy? You were from Minnesota?
I am from Minnesota. Grew up there, went to college there, went to school there. I moved here back in 2010, but the roots are still back in Minnesota.
Where do you and
So
Mazu meet?
we met online. She is from northeast corridor, Atlantic City area. I'm from
Yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah.
She did not think very highly of Minnesota because of cold weather, so she didn't want to move there. Um, I really didn't like New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York area. I'm from Midwest, so I could not live in a congested area. So we settled between two locations, and we ended up selecting DC as our final
Great.
destination. Granted, it's not too far from New Jersey, but when we go to New Jersey, it's a 4-hour drive, and when we go to Minnesota, it's a 2-hour flight. So I'm still closer than her.
It's great. It's awesome. Well, yeah, well, things work out for the way they're supposed to. And,
Yeah,
with your work, I'm sure being in this area is ideal for you too. But anyway, Dhaval, thank you for being here today. Great to see you. I look forward to seeing you the rest. I don't know when you're there, but I'm going to text you. I got your cell phone from your wife. So I'm going to text you and be like,
yeah.
I'm on
Let me know.
my
I will
way.
stop by. I will make some concoction. As I said, um, I've actually improved on my bartending skills through the process. For the Halloween, I made some fancy, spooky drinks. For the football game, we've come up with, as I mentioned, one of the things we're working on. It may work out this year, but I know we started this year and definitely next year. Is we're making drinks, different cocktails based on the team color.
Okay.
So we'll highlight a game starting next year. We'll highlight a game for the week. You
Nice.
come in, you pick the color of that team, and we'll see which team wins that weekend, if the
I love
color
it.
matches up to the team or not.
I love it. Well, that's a lot of creativity there. I love it. So good to see. Good to see.
Perfect.
Well, again, great seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you at a chamber event upcoming, or certainly in the community or at the restaurant.
Perfect. Thank you. Same here.
My pleasure. Stay in touch with us for future episodes. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.